Alright, third time's a charm. We got more green. So, for once, it actually was my internet this time acting up. Lately, there's been a lot of Twitch server issues, so the natural inclination when the stream suddenly disconnects is, Twitch again! Get a handle on your servers already! Except this time, no, it was me. This time is a rare actual time where no. It's actually Guinea's hardware and Guinea's side this time. So let me just, now that I see that we got that good confirmed solid green, good kilobytes per second once again. Let's come back into this. And of course it has to happen, like 45 minutes into stream 2, just as we were enjoying the beginning of the game. Whatevs! I can't even blame Comcast for this one. This one is more, I think, my network adapter. Oh well. So let's get back into it, shall we? Stream disconnected on this little puzzle here, where the foreman was murdered. And the investigation into the foreman's murder had revealed somebody else who had died in the sewers with his own mystery. Seemingly, all so that the Jets wouldn't miss the Peel game. Monty Totsky, is that not correct? Monty Totsky. If I say that it was Ted Werther, and then it just says incorrect. So it was Monty Totsky. 2 or fewer. Excavator wasn't it. His machine's a wrecking ball. They didn't cut it, I don't think, because that's not cut. He says that his machine was busted. Warning light shows his machine was busted, but there's nothing to say that they didn't use an incorrect machine. But I guess he used his own machine. He used the demolisher on the sewer pipe. Just smashed it. Oh, you can even see the scratches, I guess. Smashed it, and it foomed up this way and smushed him. I thought it dropped down from above him, so like maybe the excavator ripped it up, dropped it down on top of him. See, the stream just had to disconnect. At the very end of the puzzle, just before we figured out exactly what happened. The demolisher on the sewer pipe, killing Joel Gregson, foreman. And then Luke Brown found unexpectedly. See, the assumption there, right, is did they use their own proper machine? If they were willing to sabotage the worksite just so they don't miss the game, who was to say they would stick to using their own machine too? Alright, let's get into it. You solved the scenario. Foreman Joel needed to remove a sewage pipe, but the cutter vehicle was... I didn't even accept in my mind that he was actually just doing his job properly. The cutter was out of order, not wanting to miss a Peel game. He asked Monty to use his demolisher instead. Led to Joel being crushed by the pipe. If you're gonna remove the sewage pipe, why swing upwards? Why not just swing down? Police arrived during their investigation, found another fresh body inside the sewage pipe. I thought it was malice. I know it was just the grossest incompetence you could imagine. You have seen his body. It would be a shame if it got out that the man who was an inspiration to the world was another junkie, like one of those homeless deadbeats. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone, but there are those who might. I suggest you talk to the commissioner. The body of... who was it? We would have to go back in. Was found in a sewage pipe. So, we're good a bit out of order then. Come on, let me get my names and words. Luke Brown. So where's my get out and leave option? Luke Brown. Found in a sewage pipe afflicted by a strange condition that the police named. We don't know what the police named it yet. A few months later, famous scientist Isaac Novak was discovered dead by the Bagman couple. A few days later, a mysterious benefactor offers to fund Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact, I think it's Isaac then, that Isaac Novak was afflicted by the same condition. We don't know the condition yet. Next episode, newsflash, with a sudden announcement of a sinister cult. Now, let me be super paranoid and check back to OBS to make sure, to make absolutely sure that my bitrate's still good, and it is. No drop frames, very minimal drop frames. And load. We have windows we can go through. Bigger one this time. 47 words to find in 22 spots. That's the fellow detective that was in the previous scene, wasn't it? Roy Sampson, homicide? It's alright. Apparently Night Division needs help, so I've been promoted to homicide lead here. Besides, if this is some drug cult thing, it's definitely out of my wheelhouse. Roy Sampson. Roy, get to Sebastian's office immediately, and bring these case files of yours. Possum 13, Beetle 4, and Cougar 9. What the hell, Roy? I thought you called this conference. What does old Seb blather about up there on the podium? Are you off the case? What's a bloody demonic drug cult expert? Never heard of it. Inspector Ian Worth? And so that'd be Sebastian up here then. Those are the two topics we want to cover today. I can offer you 5 minutes for a couple of questions now. Seb at the podium. Press conference at 1 p.m. December 7th. They expect updates on the high-profile case, the string of bum deaths. Let me put this cup away now it's empty. And the grieving couple here. I appreciate you joining me, Jack. It's nice to see a familiar face. These vultures are after my father's reputation. I convinced the police to release his body today so we can start preparing for the funeral. Unfortunately, it will have to be a closed casket ceremony. The fall has disfigured his face. So we have a Jack here. So you are Jack. I'm assuming this must be Nowak's kid. To the rest of the executive team, I appreciate the offers to take time off to mourn, but we must prove that the International Knowledge Foundation can function without its creator. Therefore, I will continue leading it. All Foundation projects listed below should proceed uninterrupted. Third World Light, Wisdom Interconnected, Rare Talent Fund, CEO, EN. Eustace, Eugene, what was his name from the first game? EN, also a Novak? I know we haven't been close lately, but I had to come and support my cousin. Don't worry about the closed casket thing. Your father was the greatest scientist of the modern age, and I'll assure you his legacy will live on. So all we know is that he is Jack. With a cousin, maybe Jack Nowak? Hello. There's a family going to press charges against the municipality. I'm thankful for the police force, one of the few corrupt-free institutions we have. As the commissioner said, the death was a tragic accident. Why do the police call the cause of all these homeless deaths the Red Curse? Is there really a demon-worshipping cult? So you have Red Curse now? It's just shorthand. We strongly believe the deaths are linked to a demon-worshipping drug cult. And we plan it to involve experts from out of state. Are you considering any explanations other than a connection to drugs? For instance, a deliberate assassination through telepathy. We deal with real crime, sir, not fantasy. Next question, please. So it is telepathy. All this, sir that. Okay, he claimed... We don't know which one this is. Possum, cougar, or beetle. Demon-worshipping drug cult. That would make it a deliberate homicide, right? Has a strong drug connection. Let's sneak in through the window. Autopsy table. A. Hemorrhage from bullet wounds, murder. December 11. B. Unknown, connected to Cougar 9. December 7. C. Release dates. Blunt trauma to the back of the head, January. D. Asphyxiation with a rope, suicide. Tiger 98. C. Gecko 71. And you are the rope, suicide. Monkey 34, and now you, sir. Beetle 4. The timing on that sting. Maybe Beetle 4 connected to Cougar 9? Cause of death unknown. There's one more thing that's been locked. So now we're gonna get pretty tricky. It's a turkey holding a dagger and... what is that, a wheat tassel? Allied States of Hesperia. Case closed, December 4, led by Roy Sampson, Sir Isaac Novak, world-famous scientist and philanthropist. Living relatives, Elizabeth Novak, daughter. Adam Novak, younger brother. Jack Novak, nephew. Elizabeth Novak. We just need Sebastian now. Possum 13, small canal case, opened December 1st, led by Roy Sampson. Homeless individual alias Dirty William. Found in a container at the old docks on Stockyard Street. Cause of death unknown, but clearly connected to Cougar 9. Connected to Cougar 9. Beetle 4 and Cougar 9 are corrected. We just need Sebastian's name, and we could see how many we got wrong. Cougar 9, the Red Curse. First victim, Luke Brown. Potential witnesses and suspects, Benny Crystal Friend, Hunter Wolf Work. Dear Mr. Walsh, congratulations on becoming Wisdom Interconnected's newest board member. Our next board meeting is in June, after which you receive biannual remuneration. Meanwhile, please accept the latest DAC2 computing machine as a token of our appreciation. Wisdom Interconnected Network, please enter query. Computer let me in, command not recognized, please input query. He doesn't know how to use computers. Sebastian Walsh? Conference, Sebastian Walsh. 2 or fewer incorrect. Swap them around. Beetle 4, Cougar 9. Incorrect. Beetle 4, Cougar 9, 2 or fewer incorrect. Okay. I'll just have to go confirm the bodies then. Beetle 4. Deliberate. So Beetle 4. I'm assuming it's this then. Homeless deaths, Red Curse, demon worshipping cult, shorthand, deaths linked to a demon worshipping cult. Possum 13, small canal case. Homeless individual, Dirty William. Case name closed. Would this be the case that's currently being talked about here then? Because the Novaks are there. So they're talking about Cougar 9 is a red curse cases. So Cougar 9 has a strong drug connection? I don't see cult connection. If Beetle 4 is for Novak, then Beetle 4 is a tragic accident and Cougar 9 is drug related. There's a couple more spots we still haven't found. Trash. A victim. He's got a K carved into him or a table. K on his neck. This is Beetle 4. And Beetle 4 lies on table B. Because there's bullet wounds. There's the asphyxiation. And C is already covered. So A, C, and D is already covered. That's my confirmation that Beetle 4 is table B. His death is linked to the red curse. We just need his name now. We saw Luke Brown before. That's his first victim. We got witnesses. So are you Luke Brown, now naked? Two or fewer incorrect. So, red curse is right, but it's not Luke Brown then. Cause of death unknown, body release date December 7. You're not Isaac, are you? Because Isaac's case... Beetle 4. That was Isaac then. They're writing it off as an accident because of his position. So you are dear Father Isaac Novak. Unknown cause of death connected to Cougar 9. Connected to these, not is these. Alright, let's put it all together. New Wells Police scheduled a conference to announce that two topics we want to cover. Death was a tragic accident. So that Isaac's death was a tragic accident, and the homeless deaths are separate from that, but their own red curse thing. So Luke Brown then had been a victim of the red curse? Before the conference, I think it's Roy Sampson that's a representative then. Roy Sampson showed Sebastian Walsh offered Sebastian Walsh a board position and a computer. What the hell, Roy? I thought you called the conference. Are you off the case? 9th District needs help. I've been promoted to homicide lead there. No, I don't think that Roy showed them the computer. I think that Roy's just got his happy promotion upwards to get out of the way because he's probably seen and knows too much. Whereas silly little Seb here, Wisdom Interconnected's newest board member. You've got nothing on you. You vultures are after my father's reputation. She is very concerned to ensure that her father's reputation is not tarnished. EN. I will continue leading it. EN. Elizabeth Novak is CEO. So, Elizabeth Novak offered Sebastian Walsh a board position and a computer. As a result, during the conference, and she said, the police force is one of the few corruption-free institutions we have. Sebastian Walsh declared that her father, Isaac Novak, had been the victim of nothing more. Timing. A tragic accident. 2 or fewer incorrect. His death is linked to the red curse, but he's not saying that. No. Scheduled to announce. They don't care about the homeless guy. They're not gonna make a big press conference for the homeless guy. They intended to make a press release saying Isaac Novak was related to the red curse, but then Elizabeth comes in. These vultures after my father's reputation, offers a board position and a computer, and then they change the story to Isaac Novak is a victim of a tragic accident. Give it! The day the conference was announced, Elizabeth Novak visited Police Commissioner Sebastian Walsh and offered him a lucrative board position with one of the foundations she led. In exchange, she wanted him to hide facts about her father's death. Sebastian accepted the proposal. He swiftly promoted Roy Sampson to another position. And took over conference announcements. So let's put it all together then. Summary of evidence to Roy Sampson, December 6, 1977. Beetle 4 had the same affliction as Cougar 9. Strong. Beetle 4 and Cougar 9 had the same cause of death. Weak. Foreign substance presence in both is 0. New Wells Central Forensics Lab. We got the full story now. Strange condition, the police called the Red Curse. After being contacted by someone, Elizabeth Novak worried that everyone would think that Isaac Novak had been a drug user. A few days later, Elizabeth, keeping herself super busy, offered to fund Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact that Isaac Novak had been affected by the Red Curse. Hours before the conference, Sebastian Walsh was offered a similar deal and took it. However, the laboratory investigations found 0 evidence that either Red Curse victim had been a drug user. Got the full story. Give us story 2 then. Shortly before his death, Isaac Novak went to meet someone at the... Let's go back in and get some notes. He was going to meet someone. 45C Stockyard Street. I don't know where that is. Stockyard Street. At the old warehouse! Someone connected to the police station provoked Elizabeth Novak into bribing Sebastian Walsh, who stopped the investigation into Isaac Novak's death? Incorrect. Someone connected to the Imperial University? Westbridge University? FARP? Okay. I think I need to get more clues. Cougar 9 notes. Notable places: Benny's, drug pushing office, 380 Low Street, 3 warehouses in the old docks. FARP warehouse, 45A Stockyard, would not let us in without a warrant. Old warehouse, 45B Stockyard, decommissioned in 1950, homeless congregate there. Steelside warehouse, 45C Stockyard, completely empty with evidence of recent cleaning. Okay. 45C Stockyard is Steel Warehouse. Steelside Warehouse. So we just need the connection here. Rare Talent Fund. Talk to the commissioner. Notable witness suspects. Benny Crystal claims he hardly knew Luke Brown. They were not friendly. Advised contacting Hunter Wolf, who has a workshop in Steelside Warehouse. And offers odd jobs to people like Luke. Unable to find this person, no traces in the Steelside Warehouse anywhere else in the docks. Let me in. Wisdom Interconnected, Rare Talent, Third World Light, International Knowledge Foundation. Someone connected to Benny's place, to the Imperial University, to Westbridge Manor, to the construction pit, to the Steelside Warehouse. That was correct? Oh, the person who wrote the note, perhaps. The threatening note. I could take this gilded brass trinket for scrap metal. You could have 3 so for it and call yourself lucky. The Golden Idol. That's the first killer we saw in the tutorial, wasn't it? Just gathers dust until he comes back more raggled. From the era of hot air balloons to dirigibles or proper airplanes. You have seen his body. Would be a shame if it got out the man who was just an inspiration to the world was just another junkie. That is a symbol there. A wolf with a bow and arrow. Hunter Wolf. Wolf with a bow and arrow. Hunter Wolf. That's supposed to be the connection. Alright, let's go do the next one then. The Pursuit. Severa, years, Elia. Chapter 2, The Pursuit, in which a lost power is sought. We do gotta tie it on back to this golden idol. We have a court board now. And a story not filled in. Garden Retreat, the Zen Center Rendezvous. HF. Is this the same to the right? I think it is. I think it's just the entire to the right that's to the... Yeah. I'm not going up into space. Quick paranoid tech check. Tech check is good. Bitrate is good. A few more drop frames along the way. But nothing threatening. You know what? I'm starting to come around. All my life, a tool shaped like this I've called a shovel. I'm starting to come around to the flat one being a shovel and the pointy one being a spade. Oh, what are you burning, lady? A passport? Whose? I can't open it. You're listening to the psychedelic hour of Rock FM this fine Friday evening. That was Bad Rug with their short-lived hit, She Pulled Back From My Kiss. The song enjoyed some success earlier this year, but quickly fell right down the charts. Oof. True, he was always a thief, but did it have to go that way? Before the new dawn, night must fall, I suppose. Woman is crying. Stolen property, acid seizure, someone's death, nervous breakdown? Credit card. OPIG Inc. Organization of Petroleum, I guess. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all that's over here. Let's go to the right. I'm a sucker for some blue and yellow. Ansophone? Delay the other two till September. Hey, it's me, your trusty colleague. Sorry I've been off the radar. I've been keeping my head down at Dragonfly Inn. I'll swing by on Friday with our new pointy-eared friend. Remember, I'm going to need Plan B rates for this one, not like the other 7. Now that we're parting ways, I'll also need that passport we discussed. This is the Chief Auditor from OPIG's Finance Department. I've been going through your Foundation's recent payment history, and frankly, you seem to be robbing us blind. Unless you could explain yourself, you can expect a visit from me on Friday. Then I'll have to confiscate your credit card and any assets you bought with it. Hi, it's your favorite ex-husband. You'll be pleased to hear I'm finally getting sober. As part of the process, I'd like to make amends with you. For starters, I've decided to return that Lankan artifact I took in the divorce. All I ask in exchange is your forgiveness. If you're free on Friday, I could bring it then, let me know. Delay the other 2 till September. Who's being delayed? Gonna swing by Friday, new pointy-eared friend. I think the tricky business of an audit and the X is what's getting delayed. So we have moons. What moon is it now? Crescent moon. Waxing, waning, I've never figured out the, It's between the 13th and the 20th. It is somewhere this week. Swing by on Friday with a new pointy-eared friend. A visit on Friday. Confiscate your credit card. If you're free on So, this is very clearly Friday. Till September, so the rest are being pushed off by a couple of weeks. She's got a human skull. Some wine. 2 bottles of wine. Or 2 glasses of wine. There's 2 glasses of wine. Somebody's been keeping company. A spray can. Hair or pepper? There's also this mess on the floor on the rug. Strange artifacts. 10,000 money. City Gazette. Eccentric Historians Harmony Foundation receives millions for undisclosed projects. Somebody was pushed down the window. Or pushed down the balcony. Safe open, more strange artifacts. There's checks on all these she planned to take away that were in here. And this little guy is on the desk. Somebody was pushed down with a splash. There's a bit of green on him. He always was a thief. Did it have to go that way? Somebody's passport. She's burying him in the sandpit. I missed one spot so far. Somebody's left his shoes outside. She's wearing her galoshes. Spray can. I can't click on the little idol there. Lots of money, a towel, strange artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. What's the final bit that I'm missing now? There's one more spot I haven't touched, apparently. He slipped! He slipped on the rug is what happened. He grabbed the curtain, but fell through. So, there's one spray can that's in here, the other one has its cap off. He was probably sprayed when he was caught moving the picture down to shove things into the luggage. Return the Lankan artifact I took in the divorce. Chief Auditor, OPIX Financial. Confiscate your credit card, she still has it. Also that passport we discussed. What's the final thing I'm missing? I have all the words, but not the final touchy thing. That's it. I just didn't click that artifact. I didn't click that artifact, which had the same strange artifact as arrest. Okay. The events that took place on August 17. At the Harmony Foundation resulted in someone's death. Yeah, I got it. I think it's the ex-husband. He brought the figure, there's a couple of bottles of wine. Ex-husband visited the historian to return an artifact for forgiveness. During the meeting, the ex-husband suddenly tried to rob the historian. In response, the historian sprayed the ex-husband with spray paint. There's no way that's hairspray. She's even got paint on her hands. Would it be pepper spray? Pepper spray that's bright fluorescent green. I don't see paint. I guess it is pepper spray then. And then pull the rug. As a result, ex-husband fell and hit pull the rug. He falls this way after being sprayed. Oh. That's not just shadow there. That is a very stained stone. And hit a stone. A rock. Incorrect. The passport's being burned. Eccentric historians, Harmony Foundation, so historian is correct. She's got some... There's some green in her hair too, at times, so maybe it is hairspray. Maybe it is hairspray. Tried to kiss historian. Tried to steal a kiss. Maybe it's not the ex-husband. Maybe this is her colleague. Return the Lankan artifact. And it's here. It's the one she was missing. Opig, I don't think showed up yet. Keeping head down and dragonfly in. Swing by Friday with a new pointy-eared friend. Gonna need plan B rates for this one, not the other 7. We're parting ways, also the passport. Maybe she killed him and destroyed the passport as evidence. So, instead of ex-husband, maybe this is a colleague. Or maybe the ex-husband did try to visit, but then the colleague showed up. What if we assume it's all the same person? Colleague all the way through. So it is a colleague. So, colleague suddenly tried to rob historian, sprayed the colleague with hairspray, pulled a rug, and then he fell and hit his head on a rock? I think is all correct. But if it's not the ex-husband, then he's returning the pointy-eared friend for money. To exchange an artifact for money. The historian's colleague brought her a strange statue, but then began transferring other artifacts from her safe into his suitcase. In her attempt to stop this, the historian killed her colleague. To cover up what she had done, she buried the body and burned the fake passport she provided for him. We got a book now. Lazarus Hurst. Well, there's a face we haven't seen in a while. Encyclopedia Mystica. Lazarus Hurst was the leader of the Puritanical Order Party, which governed Albion from 1792 to 1795. Some claim he used a mystical artifact, see Golden Idol, to seize power. Nowadays, this is known to be a myth. It's only been 200 years, and they've lost their history so easily. The Golden Idol is a fictional artifact said to be derived from ancient Lemuria. Believers make contradictory claims about the idol's supposed function. One popular theory is that it granted eternal life. No one thinks this anymore. However, modern historians agree, not this one, that the idol never existed, and scientists have shown that such functionality is impossible. Could it be her colleague is actually Lazarus Hurst? If so, then he's been around for a long time. I forget who got his hands on the Golden Idol by the end. Was it the disappointment of a child? That no, he ended up killing the big bad by the end. Wasn't how it worked out, because like there's a big kerfuffle to the big battlefield on the final day. With different people, under different disguises, being killed by who, we had to figure out when. And one person was unceremoniously killed by an absolute joke of a character who was simply there at the right time and impressed his bow with the story. Somebody wanted to buy the mythical statue from its master, from its owner? The mythical golden idol from its owner, perhaps? Steal the mythical golden idol. Except there wasn't a golden idol there. Unless she was hiding it. Unless the little squat statue was unimportant after all. We'll figure out more of the story when I come back from the bathroom. I know it's only been an hour of stream so far, but you gotta account for the time that was robbed of us when the net went down for a bit. Not even the net went down, it was just too weak. Too weak to maintain stream. I'm thinking that a new network adapter might be in my future. But first I pee. Back from my BRB, back with making myself a second cup of hot cocoa. Hot cocoa in the late summer, as it's finally starting to get warmer. Let's do the second part of chapter 2. Behind bars, an alarming incident at Sternwall Prison. A more reasonable amount of marshmallows this time. I is instantly drawn to the flag and the diagram here. There's a chart. Fire extinguisher, stairs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells. Not that one, you muppet! Start at the end of the hall. I want all these cells turned over methodically. Pin badge. Mamukium Pile Club. And a handgun? Yes, sir, Mr. Kendall, sorry. Mr. Smith told me to begin with number 28, but you're the boss. Mr. Kendall. He's got a handgun. Dearest Julia, I'm enjoying my new job tremendously. It is so rewarding helping the men better themselves. He's an actual idealist. In particular, let me just shuffle things around here. I've been helping one inmate nurture his talent for abstract art. One of his early sculptures explored the very fabric of the universe using nothing but paper. Quite the virtuoso, eh? I like to think I played my part as I was able to find everything he needed at my local craft shop. More recently, the same inmate explained to me his need to precisely prune one of his sculptures, to capture the fragility of the human spirit. What a visionary! Once again, I managed to find just the tool he needed, this time in the prison storage room. He's the patsy, isn't he, this Percy? Unfortunately, my superiors do not seem to see that men like him are just misunderstood. Especially our commanding officer, Patrick, who treats them and us terribly. I hope to never become like that, no matter how far up the ranks I eventually climb. Yours forever, Percy X. Percy X. So, Commanding Officer Patrick. Is that Patrick Smith? Or is it you? This guy is also Mamukium Peel Club. And this is also the flag of Mamukium Peel Club. There is a missing tile here. Cigars, booze, money, and playing cards. Marked playing cards. Somebody's a shark. They got his own TV in here. 7 p.m. Peel, 8 p.m. Cooking with Doris, 9 p.m. Love, Lust, and a Laundromat. Ooh. A window. It's got its own latch that could be opened. To bars. Very suspicious. There's nothing here I can click. Another missing tile. Sheets. While working in the laundry room, I heard that Captain is organizing another poker game. Buy-in equal 1 full tobacco pouch. To do. So that's Captain to the right there. Find out how he always wins, no matter what he's betting on. Could be a useful leverage. Overheard Sainsbury delivering something next door. Can he be bought too? Update. Surely it wasn't a hacksaw, was it? It sure has sounded like it the past few nights, from what I've been able to hear with the blasted soap opera. So Captain here turns the TV way loud to watch Love, Lust, and Laundromat. Flowers for Inner Growth, donated by the Harmony Foundation. A connection already. Cartoon fun with Alfred Beasley. That's cute. That's very cute. From simple cell organism to complex invertebrates to fish to mammal to earliest primate to early ancestors, early humans, humans to couch potatoes. Splitting space. End of soul. I can hear you, naughty naughty. My dear friend, you may not have heard the sad news that our mutual friend, our mutual hero, the artist Alfred Beasley, had passed away on 2/8/1973. I hope the prison officers would allow you to hang this poster inside your cell. May we continue to find meaning in his drawings for many years to come. I know you will grieve for Alfred, as will I. As a spiritual man, I believe the key to escaping our torment lies in remembering the date of our loved one's death, and remembering his life each passing year. Your friend, Stephen Aria. Alfred Beasley passed away 2/8. 2/8. The Worm Man. A pair of scissors, glue, he's got some clay. Abstract sculpture made of wire, clay, abstract sculpture of paper. Mr. Kendall, can hear you, naughty naughty. Cells. Pakenham, Woodley, Blank, Beswick, Blythe. No gambling, no tobacco. No cell decorations without an officer's permission. Henry, it is absurd that cell numbers run right to left in some hallways and left to right in others. When you install new signs over the doors, please pick a direction and stick to it. Great. So I can't tell whose is whose. End of the hall, turned over methodically. Told me to begin number 28, but you're the boss. So he's pointing down there, saying start at the end. And he's saying, but he told me to begin number 28. So number 28 then. Here? He's pointing here. Kempton is scratched out then if that's Kempton's here. The secret message to be decoded was 2/8/1973, was it? Yeah, 2/8/1973. Worm. Maybe the worm represents rope. And then 8, man. Disguise? Rope? Disguise? One single cell organism? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. I see now. It's more complex than just following the clock. So 2 is purple. Purple is a man in the box. Inside is ready for hiding. That's probably just inside then. 8, orange flower. Inside flower. Pink, pink book. Inside flower book. Other book. Inside flower book. Disguise is wearing glasses. Nine. 1 is pink, so that one. They're both books. How do I interpret this? 7 equals blue equals saw. That is a book, isn't it? Looks kind of pages, but maybe not. What would you be then? Flower book is here. Flowers for inner growth. Nose book. One is pink. 9 is the other pink. There's double meanings here, like the lime green could be ladder, it could be climb. So, and the green could be rope, could be climb, not climb, could be a rope or tie, I mean. 2/8/1973, that is correct, isn't it? Stephen Aria, the date of our loved one's death, 2/8/1973. Meaning in his drawings, 2/8/1973. Maybe it's what is colored in, because that's inside. So inside I'm fine with. Flower, flower. So pink, pink 9 is the spine that's lit up, yeah? So for 9, we'll say spine. And that is a book. And the entire book is colored, not just the spine. Inside the flower book spine equals saw. So he escaped by way of a saw hidden inside the spine. Someone escaped. Not with a gun, but I'm going to put it there for now because I haven't got the word. A word or a saw from Stephen Aria. My dear friend. So is this Blythe or Pakenham? Let's check down first. The other prisoners, I assume. Window is freshly cut open. It's the one window we're not seeing here. There's a green window here. Oh, now it's showing me barred window. When I go here, it didn't give me anything. Green window. And then one over. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the one all the way through the hallway. Then down the pipe he goes. There's his saw that he got rid of from the book spine. Cut through the fence. Over the wall. With a bit of... Is that a bit of the fence that he tied it to hook over? Clean cuts these? Just the pliers and some wire cutters should be enough to fix it. Even with this tiny cool kit should have those. Visitor pass, Henry Wakefield. Maintenance contract work. Property of Sternwell Prison. There's nothing missing here as far as I can see. They got the pliers. Which should I belong there? There's one more missing, actually. Is this supposed to be his alcoholism coming out? Henry Wakefield. Oh, look, there's a garden and a children's bike right here. Jeremy's got a honker. Is that Jeremy? Not so tough now, eh, Utley? You big girl's blouse. He's got an assault rifle and a pistol. The game froze for a second there. You weren't going to crash on me, were you? So this is Jeremy. Dog. Clovis. There's a lot of pink coming out of people's nostrils and getting into their eyes here. It's very suspicious. Try calling me thou without a gun in your hand, screw. See what happens. Oodly. So you're Oodly. Oodly is 27. So something was delivered to Sainsbury. That sounds like a saw. Kempton is here, Sainsbury is here. Or, Sainsbury delivering something next door. So you're Sainsbury then. You're the one who's nice to this guy and gives him stuff. Percy Sainsbury? Mr. Smith told me number 28. So let's say Jeremy Smith. And then our commanding officer, Patrick, treats us all terribly. Patrick Kendall? I can't spy anything about their uniforms that might suggest who was actually the ranking officer here. How dare he not inform me of his plans? That idiot's dug his own grave. When I get out, I'll put him 6 feet under. Double-headed coin. So you... Kempton... Because you're the one who cheats at all of his games. Hey, Jatillers. Why is the fog he's exhaling purple? That is my question. I don't quite understand that myself. I think it's... Maybe it's a visual bug. Because I've only noticed it on this so far, but they are standing outside. So maybe it is simply an error in the game's rendering. And hey, Hordian, is up to you too. I thought that perhaps it was showing me something possibly supernatural, right? Maybe it's like, maybe it's just showing me he's got alcohol on his breath. But then other guys are doing it too. Are they liars then? Is it showing me liars? But then everyone has the purple smoke. It is indeed a bug, because it's definitely not the way it's supposed to look. Oh no. But Hordian, congrats on coming back from the gym. And getting some good shoulder work, it sounds like. Let me see what the Steam discussion forum has to say. Maybe somebody else has experienced it. Age of Restraint, So Stumped, 4th DLC info. DLC doubles down on guessing? Well, I hope so. That's the same complaint people had with the first game's DLCs, and those weren't too stumpy either. You'll give Samus a run for her money with so powerful various suit shoulder balls. Hordian, that is some tough ambitions you got there. Don't forget that Samus is an 80s gal. 80s gals, you know they're super fluffing up those shoulder pads. That's simply what the style was like a power thing. Heck, everybody was. You think 80s suits, men or women, and you have to basically have the shoulders of football quarterbacks. What about the bug report sub-forum? Cross-platform, no achievements, long loading times, white rectangles, weird pink smoke appearing. Checking file seems to have fixed it. The breath smoke texture didn't load properly, maybe because of file's corruption. Normal grayish cold breath smoke now. It's a particle system issue which seems to have happened occasionally, we are not sure why. A simple restart would have probably fixed it too. If it happens more often, running the game by compatibility mode, Steam launch option, should make it go away. Well, there you go then, we have a possible solution. I don't see a save option, so I guess we're gonna test the autosave then. Exit the game, and let's pop it back in. See if a simple pop out, pop back in fixes it. Because what they don't tell you about verifying game files on Steam is that verifying game files is literally re-downloading the entire game. And I'm not sure my poor internet could handle that. Okay, let's see if that does it. Now that we have the confirmation that no, it's not supposed to be that way. Transparent gray breath after all. That's done it. We're back in business. Okay, so we put a name to you, right? Because you're supposed to be the cheaty guy. And the cheaty guy is Kempton. You're the one who always wins, Mr. Marked cards, double-sided coins. People aren't vaping anymore. They've switched their flavors, Hordian. They still got a bit of smoke coming out. They're just not doing the purple cotton candy dream flavor. Huh, big girl's blouse. Looks like you've got a new nickname, eh, neighbor? Neighbor, so you're the one who's next to him. And the one who's next to him... Wait, Utley? Utley is 27, so... Utley is you then. And then if you're the neighbor of Utley... that'd make you Pakenham or blank. So here or there. If I'm reading this correctly. I'm reading this correctly? Hold on. Because he's got nothing on him. Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze. One more year and that'll be me, free as a bird. The torment is nearly over. I trust that this will help you to forget whatever you think you heard. As an extra insurance, I have a small request. I need you to get me something from your work. We can discuss it during the next exercise hour. I don't think I know Purple Haze, though. Surprised as that may be. Every time I try to think of Purple Haze, I just have Purple Rain coming into my head. Okay, so... See, I thought you were the gambler. Because you got the double-headed coin. And the one with the saw on the window should be the same window that has the book that had the spine in it. But that wouldn't necessarily mean that you were the one who escaped, would it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people down here. So somebody from up on this floor did escape. Henry, it's absurd. Do we have a Henry? Oh yeah, Henry's him. When he installs new lights. Pick a direction, stick to it. New signs, I mean. So... what if we stick with what we know then? So Utley has neighbors on either side. Kempton, I assumed would be here, because he's got the double-sided coin. He's got the marked playing cards. So he's the one who always wins no matter what he's betting on. There could be cooperation going on over here. The saw gets delivered to this guy. And then this one turns on the TV. So whoever's doing the actual sawing to escape. Or maybe he just opens the door for someone else, opens the window for somebody else. Using the blouse he got from somebody. Huh? Enter the yard. No. Enter the yard via a drain pipe, climb on down. Saw blade. Imprisoned for blank. Imprisoned for over. I'm still missing 10 whole words. 5 spots I haven't found yet. Enter the yard via drain pipe. Breach the fence using wire cutters, I think, that he quite possibly got from Henry Wakefield. The purple smoke coming out of Henry's mouth towards his eye. It's a red curse. He's breathing it into his eyes because it shows his guilt. No. He climbed over the wall by attaching I can't click. I can't click it. Give me its words. Property Sternwall Prison. Clean cuts. He's got his 1 pliers here, but there is a second hole missing, so I am willing to believe that the tool came from him. Help you forget whatever you think you heard. Get me something from your work. So maybe this is a contact with Henry? Big girl's blouse. Even Clovis gets a name tag. The two tools he mentioned were pliers and wire cutters. Yeah, that's another thing, Hordia. He still has the pliers with him. The pliers are in his inventory, but there's a second space. So... The thing is, I'm still missing 10 words. So I gotta figure out what 10 words I'm missing. From what? To make any headway here. Like, it's very clear that he's tied something to the piece of fence he cut off. Used it as, like, a grappling hook to hook that and then climb over. But I can't get the words for these! So, 5 more spots I haven't found that are hiding 10 more words. Where are they keeping them from me? Oh, big window. Big window. You might have eaten one of them. Hordian! I need those. That's how I'm gonna succeed. If I don't have... If you've eaten them, then I can't solve the puzzle. Well, here we go then. Jason, Robert, Jimmy, Arthur, and Daniel. Clearly, I can't trust any 2 of you idiots to guard the whole block by yourselves at 9 p.m. From today, November 15th, you will all be working the graveyard shift every night. And get your bloody ears tested. How you didn't hear anything is beyond me. Mamukian Peel Club, Victrix Peel Club, tear off a raffle number for a chance to win tickets. Okay, so... Jason, racketeering, 15 years. Robert, murder for life. He's got that scar on his cheek there, Jason. Jason. Jason with the scar on his cheek. Jason Kepton, maybe? And a mystery man. I choose to believe the mystery man is here. Because we've only seen 1, 2, 3. And we can only then guess what's down below. But that's probably not right. We have all the words now, just 2 more spots remain. We have all the words, but 2 spots remain. That means that, like, I probably missed clicking somebody's miscellany in their pocket. Big mustache. That's probably Daniel then. Daniel Utley? And then we got Hefty Guy Robert. Hefty Guy Robert. This is a way more complicated version of that puzzle with the 5 houses and the 5 guys, and the 5 drinks, the 5 brands of cigarettes, the 5 pets. Kinda. Golden Idol loves giving you a scenario and a whole lot of blanks. And you gotta figure out all the blanks. But I think maybe I'm in error here, because I thought... Commanding Officer Patrick treats us all terribly. Never become like him. I don't think this is Patrick after all, then. Because... No, maybe. Can't trust any 2 of you idiots. You'll all be working every night. And we got 3 guys here. Jeremy's got a honker. Blanked out there. 28 is blanked. And whether we're counting from this side downwards or from the 2 mystery rooms up to here, this one is always going to be in the middle. And so that one's going to be 28, and we don't know who 28 is. 28 is a blank one. While working in the laundry room. While working in the laundry room. Maybe that's another hint for Utli then, since you big girl's blouse. So maybe Utli is here. And then this fellow with the trick coin would be there, and then haha neighbor puts you here. If you're neighbors with this guy. A neighbor, and that's assuming he's being literal. But I don't think it's him. That's at the very end. Robert murder for life. Arthur, Jimmy kidnapper 7 years. Jason racketeer 15 years. Daniel homicide 20. So whoever this guy is, he's gonna be free soon. So whoever this guy is isn't for life. So it can't be Jason, doesn't have the scar. Jimmy, kidnapper 7 years. Daniel. I think it's Jimmy then. Because you got the scar. You got the fantastic mustache. You're an unknown, Jimmy. I don't think I would know where this guy goes then, because we have 2 rooms unaccounted for. Blank and blank further down. And I've also got 2 more spots I haven't clicked on. It could just be something as meaningless as pressing all the things. Because we have all the words. Pair of scissors. All the stuff. Sheets. 49 of 50. So one of the things missing was just clicking this. Also, the pattern here. Is it not the same pattern as the sheets that were outside against the fence? Pouch of tobacco. Kempton organizing the poker game, buying his 1 full pouch of tobacco. Sainsbury delivering something next door, could it be bought too? This guy's got booze, cigars, loads of cash, and a pack of marked playing cards. That dude, given how old he looks, is probably the one that got 20 years. But the one who got 20 years has this beautiful mustache. And that's gotta be his beautiful mustache. He's got the square jaw. The big, what do you call it, like the handlebar or whatever? So him we see, that's him right there. He's even got the little widow's peak thing going on, except he's much balder now. This guy could have kidnapped someone later in his life. Or it could just be that prison's aged the guy. Yeah, see the same sheets. The good thing is that if we get this wrong... Incorrect! Incorrect! Okay, so... we can get a better idea now then of what I got wrong here. So, Mystery Guy is the one who escaped from the far end. And then you... if I'm right about Utley and Pakenham, then you'd be Beswick? 29 is Beswick then? Jimmy Beswick? And then you would be Robert... Blythe? No, hold on. If I'm assuming that 29 is here, then you're Blythe, and you'd be Utley. But that can't be right. Okay, hold on. If he's Utley, and Utley is down there, then that's 27, 28, 29, 30. So Beswick, Utley, Pakenham, alright. So the names I got correct then. The torment's nearly over. 6 years of prison could still be a torment, Hordian. These guys don't have the benefit of being in Brazil. Alright. So the names we have correct then. The cells we have correct now. Robert Pakenham. Daniel Utley. Jason Kempton. So you're a guy in the middle, that's still correct. The blouse is the 20 years in murderer. Hence, try calling me that without a gun in your hand, see what happens. And you're in the middle, that's correct, I got the gambler correct. And then you're the one snooping in on people. And your neighbor's the one that's free. And you're the shower Hordian? Where's my Nightbot? The Nightbot's supposed to give alert command. Which means that the one at the end would be... Who's it accounted for? So Jimmy we got, Robert we got, Jason and Daniel. Arthur we don't have. Arthur Blythe? Who was in prison? Homicide or murder? Come on! It says murder. Got out of his cell through a window using a saw blade he got from Stephen Aria. Entered the yard via drain pipe and breached the fence using wire cutters he got from Henry Wakefield. More specifically, Jimmy Beswick was his man on the inside who got them from Henry, right? I'm running off that assumption. No, wrong one. Oh man, what was it? What Aria? Stephen Aria? Yeah, Stephen Aria. Climbed over the wall by attaching sheets. Okay, Jimmy has the sheets. So we got it from Jimmy. So Henry, being the wire cutters guy, is probably correct. Oh, it was the window he cut open. The window that he attached the sheet to. I thought that was a bit of the fencing, but no, that's just the bars. To the bars from his window. 2 or fewer incorrect. Now, technically, the note were from Stephen Aria. But who did the delivery? Is it that he got the delivery by way of Percy? And so we got the saw from Percy. Incorrect. Okay. So Stephen is good. Entered the yard via drain pipe is correct. He had to climb down. Wire cutters he got from Henry. Was it from Henry? Jimmy? 2 or fewer incorrect. Still 2 or fewer incorrect. So, switching that around didn't change anything. So, Jimmy Beswick on both counts then, as a supplier. To the bars from his window, that's not correct? Clean cut, so it wasn't pliers. Arthur Blythe is correct. I'm going to assume he got it from the bars of his window. Because the bars look like that. That's what they're showing us this angle. To give us the idea in the head that that is a bar from the window. We could see the bar from the window is missing. It's in the right grill shape and everything. Will help you forget whatever you think you heard. Whatever you think you heard. Sounded like it in the past few nights. What I've been able to hear with the blasted soap opera. It's attached to sheets. He came down from the pipe. That's gotta be correct. Cut the fence. And then sheet attached to the bars from the window. That still looks correct. So what have I got wrong? Because Arthur was arrested for murder. It says as much right here. Arthur, murder for life. The name's correct. Because Arthur and every other name is accounted for. Pakenham. Is it Pakenham? No, because Pakenham's out on November 26. He's 30, so he is Blythe. Arthur Blythe. That's correct. Dear friend. Maybe the real answer is because it was donated by the Harmony Foundation. Then it should be the name of whichever the historian was. Using a book. The sculpture's made of paper. He's got some clay, but that's not going to help him out here. It's very clearly sheets to the bars from his window. He climbed over. To the bars from his window. Sheets has got to be right. If I change Stephen Aria, it says incorrect. So Stephen Aria is right. If I try to change Arthur's name, incorrect. So Arthur Blythe is right. Is it because drain pipe, yes, but by way of the window? No, it has to be the drain pipe. Wire cutters he got from Jimmy Beswick? Now, if I change that around, it doesn't change to incorrect. Which is odd. Because that means I got 4 things I could switch around and still get 2 or fewer incorrect. You know what? I think I see the problem then. It's a question of where he got the wire cutters from, right? What if the wire cutters were one of the naive things that he provided? To precisely prune one of his sculptures in the prison storage room. Which would mean that what I'm getting hung up on is that it was Percy Sainsbury that delivered the wire cutters to him then. Because he had to make these very precise cuts, right? Just a little snip. And he's got a sculpture made of wire, which one would think that perhaps he's cutting the wire here. And so he needs wire cutters, but he could just have scraps of wire. Percy Sainsbury, are you the missing link? Two or fewer incorrect. Poor naive Percy. Arthur Blythe received a hacksaw blade from someone outside prison named Stephen Aria. He used the noise from a fellow inmate's television to cover the sight of him sawing through his window bars at night, when the guards were understaffed. And now what more are we gonna get for a corkboard? Mamukium top league again. Mamukium won the Albion Pile Championship yesterday, beating Victrix in a thrilling 1-0 final. Full story inside. Killer on the loose. Police are hunting a murderer who escaped Sternwall prison yesterday. Arthur Blythe, who formerly worked at the Museum of Lemurian History, was serving a life sentence for fatally stabbing a colleague who had caught him stealing artifacts, which he later sold at various locations. Would Arthur have been the historian's contact then? So we got some new stuff here. Arthur Blythe escaped prison. Stephen Aria? Maybe you're Stephen Aria. Are you the colleague? We got too many unknowns so far. We gotta see who that prisoner was who escaped. Reminds you also of that game where you had to kill people. Hordian. Hordian, you gotta narrow it down a little, buddy. And there was CCTV or whatever. Hordian, you gotta narrow it down, buddy. And a timeline. You had to kill people, CCTV, and a timeline. What are we thinking of? Was it Zero Time Dilemma? Because that's more of an escape room at the tail end of the otherwise excellent Nonary game stuff. But Zero Time Dilemma did have a lot of, it's a zero-sum thing, you gotta choose who you're going to kill. You gotta witness the exact same poison gas, melty shower cutscene a million times, except you don't really feel any attachment to these people, because the timeline keeps jumping around. Had to figure out who was where, at which time, and figure out who you gotta kill. So not ZTD then. This sounds interesting, Hordian. Have I played it? Who was where at which time, and find out who to kill. It sounds vaguely familiar. I was playing it. So like a puzzle game, having to watch CCTV footage, figure out who was where, then take the shot. Like I said, this does sound familiar. Wait. I know what you're thinking of, Hordian. You're thinking of, what was it, Life Eater? There was a lot of green aesthetic. Had to go through like the VHS timeline back and forth looking for little clues. Yeah. And it had the organ removal minigame. That was Life Eater. I completely forgotten all about that one. It was alright. I feel like the problem with Life Eater is that the clues you were looking for were too narrowed down. Like, they wanted you to find, specifically, this person does X. They wanted you to find the one smoking gun for each thing. When there I was, the fool that I was, trying to look for, like, behavioral patterns. This person isn't getting high with that person. That means they must be doing this. No, Guinea, you idiot. You have to find the one specific piece of time where it specifically says, I do this. Let's get to the next one. Blockbuster release. An immersive experience at the drive-in. Have I ever played Chants of Sennaar? I have not. But given that I was really into Heaven's Vault, Chance is one. That does sound super interesting. Let's see what the movie is first. Science fiction. Double feature. Okay, what's going on? A fire over here. Somebody crashed their immersive UFO. Is this one of the heat lamps? Hold on. Dank Movie Night would love this. It's one of those, because before Dank Movie Night, they tend to play, like, intermission. Classical stuff from drive-ins and such. And one of the little intermission commercials is for these external car heaters you buy and, like, put inside your window. And everyone makes jokes about the carbon monoxide poisonings. Is this what happened here? Somebody had one of those and it burned the car up. Heat lamps are cool. That's not a very good heat lamp then, Hordian. It's not doing its job. Do not remove the upper lid unless a fire switch is set to off. 1 is on and 0 is off, right? So this was set to on. Somebody had messed up his car heater. So this is ooh. Wire cutters? A pair of wire cutters. And blue paint. Caution, highly flammable. The blue paint isn't on fire, though. So, unless he painted the car blue to escape and that got scorched down to black. That's currently not on fire. May or may not be related. Number 34. The Neptune difference. We give our guests an escape from their mundane lives with our unique, true 3D technology. The gem. The gem that's in the loading screen every single time. Our one-of-a-kind Neptune crystal. Spool of green wire. A cut piece of red wire. Wire cutters. Screwdriver, hammer. Apparently, this is a pair of wire cutters. That's not a red gem, that's a blue one. New projector troubleshooting guideline. Check the power supply, confirm all internal parts are correctly mounted. If image too small, check lens. If image not showing, check light. If image distorted, check crystal. Pro Screen recommends against stopping projector once the film starts. There was blue paint that's highly flammable, so I don't think this was simply a red gem painted blue to cause a distortion, because this stuff is super bright and super hot. burning up the film was a common problem. So I don't think this is a red gem painted blue. It should be red though. And this image does look distorted. Distorted and garbled, there's confirmation. The projector lens looks like a banana. Know what my boyfriend does? Know what he does? He opens bananas wrong. There is very clearly a handle and a nub. The man opens his banana by pulling on the toughened handle when it's very clearly designed by very smart engineers that you hold it by the handle and then you pinch the super easy nub. And he does it the wrong way around. And he's not the only one I see who does it. What's with people growing up getting the idea that you hold it by the pinchable open tab and tug on the handle? This is why we gotta make labels for things. Miss Cunningham's gonna fire me if I can't get this fixed. Fire! Fire! Uh-oh, somebody was colorblind. A lemons, a lemons, a lemons, a lemons. So everything is on. Ammo, screen, projector, Neptune, light. And green is for projector. There was green wire and a cut red wire. So I guess they had to repair the red one with the green one. I told you it was irresistible, but no one listens to old Beck Mason. I'm guessing that's you. Beck Mason, you're giving your own name? It wasn't my fault. Someone pulled it off me from behind when I was trying to figure out what had been thrown in my back seat. What had been thrown in my back seat? You were ticket 34. This is your car here, 33, 35. Somebody threw the can of paint maybe in your back seat. Someone pulled it off me from behind while I was trying to figure out what had been thrown in my back seat. It was irresponsible. The heating lamp irresponsible? Aw, cute date. It's Champ, actually. I'm starting to regret getting involved. You barely even covered the cost of my transom costume. Ticket stub for 33, so you were next door. $75. Move it, Chip! Fire was not part of tonight's plans! So, are you the escapee who donned a costume and then was meant to throw something into the back seat for quick erasing of the evidence? A duffel bag containing a note detailing a plan. Disguise my identity. Need a costume. Get in and out of the drive-in. Bring enough cash? Get the staff out of the way with the distraction. Pack explosives. They may search people's bags too, so I'll hide the spoils in plain sight. Okay, so you're champ. What the hell? It was just a dumb bet. You didn't have to go that far. Seed number 21. The blank between Mike and Jenny tonight. We will see blank blank, his blank. Winner, Mike or Jenny. That didn't count, you still lose. I didn't know that would happen. Who the hell wears something that dangerous? Besides, you said we wouldn't see it, but now we have. I win. Miss Chen, I hope the costume fits and it got to you on time. So jealous that you and Mr. Lendl get to see it at the Neptune. I'll have to stick to a boring normal cinema. P.S. I'm with Mr. Lendl on this one. No way Bert's going out like that. So, Lendl? Mike Lendl? And your bet, I'm assuming, is with the person you're arguing with, Jenny? Jenny Chen, perhaps? That is so much popcorn. Gal's after my heart. Oh my god, Laura, we can't get out. What do we do if that car explodes? I hope we survive for an actual screening. I heard a Transom and a Marini arguing over what would happen to Bertrand in this one, and now I really want to see it. A Transom and Marini arguing over what would happen to Bertrand. Okay, so Transom and Marini. What's the correct way to order popcorn at the movies? I just order a large. They ask for butter, I say yes. We keep it pretty simple around here. What I do miss are those theaters we used to have around where you get your popcorn, you get it buttered up, and then in the back, they have a whole bunch of seasoning bottles. And that was pretty nice, because you could put, like, different flavors of cheeses or whatever on top. Just get all that flavor powder all over it. The closest we're able to do at the movie theaters here is if we go over to where the napkins and straws are, and I get a whole bunch of salt packets, or I get a whole bunch of Parmesan cheese packets, and so I just sprinkle a whole bunch of Parmesan cheese and a whole bunch of salt into my buttery popcorn. That's the closest movie theater popcorn customization I can get now, sadly. They don't even have arcades here. No arcade in the movie theater, what the heck? If you're not playing Time Crisis a half an hour before the movie, are you really going to the movies? What's the point then? Transom and Marini arguing over what would happen to Bertrand. I'm assuming you're Bertrand. Now, before I continue more of this map, there's another person in an alien costume. Is this person gonna have red eyes? Let me quickly grab myself a BRB. It is also after 4, and Onyx is expecting his actual lunch. When I went out to grab the banana, he came running up to me with hope in his eyes and an empty belly. So, let me quickly get the cat fed, and I'll return soon enough. Onyx has been fed. Game can resume. So, dispute. It's a bet. Do we have the word bet? The bet between Mike and Jenny. We'll see Bertrand. Lose his... It's gonna be lose, right? It was a dumb bet. Didn't have to go that far. Didn't know that would happen. Who the hell were something that dangerous? You said we wouldn't see it, but now I have. We have. I win. What would happen to Bertrand? Assuming you're Bertrand, because we're sitting right next to him. Ticket 34, ticket 21. 22. You were 33, right next to him. They didn't have to go that far. He thought that she did something when it was him throwing something in the car next door, which was yours. Put it off you from behind. Is this, I'm assuming. What if this is supposed to be some kind of like fire-breathing helmet for him to match his costume? Do not remove the upper lid unless a fire switch is set to off. So somebody pulled this off of him from behind, which blew it up. You didn't have to go that far, so maybe she pulled the thing off him from behind? We probably don't have enough words yet. Because I'm thinking his hair, maybe. See his bald pate. Ticket number 11. Collectible figurine. Man is dazed and bleeding heavily of a second alien, but he's not dead yet. We don't have your name. No one leaves. Really? You're just keeping people from leaving the theater. Fresh coffee stain. Are you really just keeping people from leaving the... Really? That's what it comes down to? Coffee stain. Coffee stain. Costume competition. See him lose the competition, maybe. Marini figurine. So when they say a Marini, they mean somebody dressed as Marini. Okay, costume competition. First place, free tickets for a month, Doug Baxter. His dangerously authentic Bertrand. Definitely better than Parker's. So, the guy who blew up, that I was calling Bertrand, is Doug Baxter. Second place of Popcorn Bonanza! The girls didn't come for the popcorn, they won the popcorn. Annie Kishimoto, the costume really hooked me. Third place, Marini figurine, this guy, Tom Powers. Super scary, sharp teeth. I thought I saw a better version of this character, but he didn't show up to the competition. Okay, Marini figurine, you're Tom Powers. You're almost dead. And you really had to make sure that nobody left. She's got a name tag right there. The new summer blockbuster flies into theaters May 1st, Space Storm. Yeah, that is the costume. Porbo joins the fight against the evil captain. So, Bertrand is Doug Baxter. I can only assume you're captain. Porbo. Marini. And Bertrand. 2 or fewer incorrect. Nah, hold on. He's wearing a wig. You're also wearing a wig. Transom costume. So you're dressed as a transom and a marini. So this could have been correct then. Jenny Chen, Mike Lendl. They're just being referred to by their characters. Transom. There we go. Success! To see Doug then lose his costume? So lose is correct. To see Doug lose his... Is he missing a tooth? I can't tell if any teeth are missing. A dumb bet. Didn't have to go that far. Doesn't count, you still lose. Didn't know that would happen. Who the hell wears something that dangerous? You said we wouldn't see it, but now we have. I win. Wouldn't see his what? She pulled his explosive hat off to see something. Told you it was responsible, nobody listens to Wolbeck Mason. So you're the one with the hook. A transom and Marini arguing. The only combination of transom and Marini are these two. What would happen to Bertrand in this one? So I think they mean in the movie Bertrand. And she wanted to cheat the bet and manipulate a cosplay Bertrand. So wanted to see Bertrand and not so much Doug. Lose his what? His hat? His costume? Escape his costume? Lose his fire? Okay, I need more information. Annie Kishimoto. You're the one with the hook. Tom Powers is dead. Oh my god, Laura, so you're Laura. That's a lot of popcorn. Sarah, who stole your what? Are you there? So, she jumped out of her seat really quick to hit this guy's car because she thought something of hers was being stolen. Banned for life. Augie Tamine. He's got 2 wheels. 2 wheels in the front. Also got 2 wheels. They all got 2 wheels. They all got 2 wheels in the front. Disguise my identity. Need a costume. Get in and out of the drive-in. Bring enough crystal meth. Bring enough money. Get the staff out of the way with the distraction. Pack fire. Pack wire cutters. They may search people's bags, hide my spoils in plain sight. Bring fire. No. Maybe she thought it was this person then. This is the person that's banned for life then, yeah? Augie Tamine. Miss Cunningham, I'm going to assume it's Sarah Cunningham. And these are all signed A. Lemons, A. Lemons, A. Lemons. I'm assuming that it's a sole projectorist here, who also has tools. You're probably A. Lemon. But the only A we have so far is Annie and Augie. That is so much popcorn. Blue paint, highly flammable. Did she assume that that this person stole the crystal then? Office is me, maintenance is Andy, projection booth, sick, Andy to swap in, Andy Lemons. We're just missing Champ and Laura now. Miss Cunningham, you were right. That weird lady called again. She can't seem to get it through her head that she can't just buy anything she wants. She sent her goon to make an offer in person, but I saw him to the exit, just like you said. I told her to never come back, and that no amount of money could buy what makes this place so special, but he didn't seem to listen. Lose his head. The bet was to see Bertrand lose his head. It didn't happen, but Jenny thinks it counts because she ripped it off the cosplayer. 3 words missing, 5 more spots to find. So, Sarah Cunningham, owner of the Neptune Drive-In Theater, had been using a red crystal to enhance the projector. Cinema. Neptune Cinema. A weird lady sent Augie Tamine to steal it. To buy it. I only have the past tense of steal. But he was blocked. He was banned from the cinema. Tom Powers arrived in costume. No. It's not about the mix-up here. Augie again arrived in costume and stole the crystal, disguising it as a tooth. That tooth in particular, I think maybe. It's a bit glowy. Disguised it as a tooth. Everything is correct! Golden Idol pros here. Okay. We'll solve event 2 later. For now, I gotta solve 5 more spots to find, 3 more words to find. That is a hammer? Oh, that's a screwdriver. But that's still wire cutters. Lock have been damaged and cannot close. Need a costume. Bring enough money, perhaps, for the escape. Staff out of the way with the distraction. Hide my spoils in plain sight. Bring paint, perhaps? Well, that's it. Wire cutters, money, costume, and paint. So all that remains is names then. Champ and Laura. No way Bert's going out. Lendl, Chen. 34, Beck Mason. 33. A more detailed plan. Gotta make sure to call the ticket stubs. Because every single ticket stub... See, we're up to 60 of 62 now. And I don't think that the lock alone was 3 things. Oh, she's also Bertrand. Poor guy simply wanted to win his little costume contest thing. So what am I missing? 2 more words, 2 more spots. Neptune Cinema, Cunningham, Rotary Phone. Got all that. Hey Toxicite, how are we? How's the video game going? Pretty good. I'm enjoying the slow-paced, sussing out the puzzle. You gotta give you props for doing it at the hotspots. Jateliers, I'm kinda tempted to turn the hotspots on, just for like wrapping up the next couple of things. Because all I'm really missing are 2 names and 2 spots. So it's not like I'd be missing out on a big puzzly thing. If I do choose to turn the hotspots back on, it wouldn't be a disservice to the experience. We've already seen this, we've seen that. Head came off. A guinea Chad, nah. At that point, it'd be a capybara. $35. Nothing else in this car. Every time I think it's the bathroom, it's just a projector booth. What else could possibly be missing now? We played the first game completely without the hotspots, felt that it added nothing else to the gameplay other than an extra 30 to 45 minutes looking for them. So this we just play with the hotspots enabled the whole way through. I kinda get that. There were a few spots in the first game where sometimes it was a solution hiding in a hotspot that I thought about but didn't grab the exact right part of the object, or I never would have thought about, and sometimes it was simply down to completion. If it's a case of, well, I got the entire plot, I got the entire story, but it's saying, oh, there's one more thing missing, at that point, might as well turn it on. Like, this is at 55, 57 for the words, 60 out of 62 for the spots. So I think it's safe to say that everything worth getting has already been gotten. Only thing I'm missing now is Laura's name and Champ's name. And since I seemingly cannot find anything else, time to do like an old Flash game, to just tap on tab over and over. The projector screen might be one, but it's just distorted and garbled. It's either distorted or garbled, or it's my walk back and forth. I've already got that one. Let's see, in order to... Let's solve this first. In order to stole a crystal, in order to win a bet. Oh, I need her last name though. Oh, I do have her last name, Jenny Chen. Jenny Chen looked out, saw the costume. Wait, wrong way. Jenny Chen pulled the head off Doug Baxter's costume. This started a fire. So patrons tried to escape. Hearing the commotion, Sarah Cunningham looked out, saw the fire, saw the screen, and realized somebody must have taken the crystal. She then caused she didn't cause a fire, but she caused an accident. Am I missing accident? While trying to block the exit? Because this makes sense. I'm quite satisfied with this, describing the situation as is. Pulled the head off Doug Baxter's costume, started a fire, patrons tried to escape. Heard the commotion, Miss Cunningham looked out, saw the screen, someone taking the crystal, caused an accident, trying to block the exit. So where would I get? 2 more names. And the word accident. Got all the tickets, got everything else. Okay. Highlights! Let's turn the highlights on, see what final 2 things I was missing. Oh, I see it. The grill of the car itself. Car crash. There's my second to last word and second to last spot. Caused a car crash trying to block the exit, but where is my final thing? Mr. Vincent. Nobody else's license plates were actual things except for his. That's the only one. Champ Vincent. And then Laura. You're the last one remaining, Laura. Parkers. Because they're both dressed as Bertrands. Better than Parkers. So Laura we have the name of already. It's just Vincent that we're lacking. Alright, so highlights back off. And the final word we needed was car crash. The license plate for Mr. Vincent. After being banned from Neptune Cinema, Augie Tamine needed a way to steal the crystal his employer wanted. Disguised as a costume, he paid a local to drive him in. Augie cut power to the projection booth as a distraction, and swapped the crystal for one of the teeth from his costume to conceal it in case he was searched. However, an unexpected fire caused chaos, disrupting his easy escape. So what happened? Host, what makes you think you'll succeed when no one else has? Interviewee, unlike those who tried before, I understand that the idol is more than the sum of its parts. To reassemble it successfully, one first needs a deep understanding of the universe. I see. And how do we know you're not just another fraud, hoping to cash in on the next cheap knockoff? Feel my energy. Be present with it for a moment, and I invite everyone at home to do likewise. You see? Now you know. Okay, then I suppose the listeners can make of that what they will. Okay. I feel like I still need further information to even begin making sense of this one. Oriole Toussaint sounds familiar. See the guy from the tutorial one. It turns out that everybody was Arthur Blythe. He was a colleague, he was a weird lady, he was even the one who sent himself the saw blade. Going once, a shocking murder at the auction house. Auction house for what? Did the crystal get out? Crystal get out? Did the